Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. We're in the downtown Paphos Harbour area on the island of love, which of course is Cyprus. We're going to take you for a little walk through the Paphos Harbour, and we're going to show you one or two of the restaurants that introduce you to one or two of the superstars in charge of those restaurants. But before we do, I'm going to introduce you to, quite simply, the most beautiful woman in the world, and of course her name is Miss Ochin Grasivia Labouf.
Hello everybody, but how nice to see you again, and of course again. Amazing weather, people singing around, children playing around, a lovely doggy just put my mood hugely up, a lovely white doggy. Whatever you see in this life, you just enjoy, because everywhere you look, it's empty and full bowls. Bowls.
What can I say? And we'll get you a doggy later.
This needs to be full up. Those are not very full. In fact, these bowls are empty. And if you put some flowers inside, believe me or not, it's gonna be amazing. And all ladies, and of course gentlemen, will get a lovely, nice pleasure.
They will indeed. What she's referring to is the seating areas, which are circular. So she refers to them as balls, round balls, or bowls. And of course that one is full. What do you think of that one?
That is full.
Yes.
That is how it should be. You know, when you see the bowl, it cannot be empty, because it's not right.
So let me get this right. You prefer them full and not empty.
Of course.
There we go. Could be a good night. Let's keep going. We're going to storm the downtown Paphos Harbour area, and as I said, we're going to show you one or two of the restaurants along the way, and of course introduce you to the guys in charge. And of course, if you want to get a table in there, you need to remember these names, because if they're full, if they're busy, if you remember their name and of course our name, Marika and me, they'll chuck someone out especially for you. The first restaurant on the block is the King's Restaurant, a very old and traditional Cypriot-owned business. 3 generations of family are in charge, and most of them are still in here working today. Great vibe, great atmosphere, and as we can see tonight, well, what can I say? Packed to the rafters. The man in charge tonight is Andreas. Let's have a word with him. You're right, Prince Andreas?
How are you?
How are you doing?
Welcome. Please don't put the bell notification on and leave a like.
And leave a like. See, you're busy. Very, very busy indeed. Have you been busy all day?
Yes, it's all day.
Yes, that's what you like to see.
It depends. If it's not windy, if the weather is perfect,
yeah, that's
but
right.
it's good. If they have tourists, it's good.
Yeah, and remember, we're in October.
Yes.
So I think you've got another,
November
middle of November. Then afterwards you'll be down to Saturdays and Sundays with the locals.
It will
but
be, yes.
You'll be all right.
It will be relaxed.
We'll be surviving. Let's go and see the princess. There she is. She's choosing these fish for somebody. That's Princess Xavier. Hands on as usual. Great smile, and there she is, stretching to get that fish. The way it works is you choose your fish, they weigh them, tell you how much it's going to cost you, and of course then you get to wine and you get to dine in possibly the best restaurant in the downtown Paphos Harbour, and that's fresh, that's for sure. Look at that. In the downtown Paphos Harbour, and that is the King's Restaurant, and it's waiting especially for you. Thanks very much, Andres.
Thank you. Have a
I
nice
wish
evening.
you a great night indeed. Superstars on the downtown Paphos Harbour area. Receive Labouf.
Xenia was trying to get these fishes with the helping of 2 small spoons, and then she did manage, of course, eventually, and she said, I'm sorry, I'm running like crazy. I said, I can tell, I can see.
Busy restaurants in downtown Paphos. We've now strayed into possibly the busiest, possibly the greatest restaurant in the world, and certainly one of the best in the downtown Paphos Harbour. This is Theos Restaurant. Theos Restaurant is one of the best, and the man in charge of it, of course, is a man called Andreas, and he is guiding these people in, and they're going to get a great meal and a great night indeed. Theos Restaurant on the downtown Paphos Harbour area. There he is, chatting away, making sure those get a great table. Andres,
business first,
Yes.
money, health, and all will be okay, because if you have a lady like this, you have to make money to keep an eye on her.
At least he understands the way the world works. Andreas, have a great night.
You too.
Theos Restaurant could be
Restaurant,
the best,
one of the-
certainly the busiest.
The best one.
It is the best according to Andreas. We're going to have a word with his next door neighbour if he's in town. We're missing Marinos, by the way. We really are. He's having a week off because his mum is in Paphos and we are missing him like crazy.
He's buying the new shoes.
He's probably,
He's
off
busy
buying
buying new
shoes.
shoes.
Yeah, that's what I think he's doing. So, what do you think of Andreas tonight? Star, as usual.
Andreas is always very honest, very truth teller, man. Whatever comes to his brain, he's saying. This is how we should be, by the way. What can be better?
It is indeed. Next door to Theos, by the way, and just before we get to the Pelican, is the main entrance into the harbour. So if you want to go on a boat trip, that's the Cyprus Port Authority's official area where all the boats are harboured up, or docked, to use that word. And just over there on the left is the Paphos Sea Cruises operation. And of course, they're the guys with the biggest boat in the world, certainly in the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. It's called the Ocean Vision. And if you want to go on an all-inclusive 5-star luxury cruise, that's got to be the boat for you. It starts off at around about 60-ish euros and crescendos up on a Friday and a Saturday night with a crescendo of fireworks and a spectacality of entertainment. And of course that's 85 euros. Hold on, we're being called over again. Let's go and see what he's got to say this time.
He said,
Yes,
The
Andres.
most beautiful lady you have. Look at the stand. The lady that every man dreams. The lady that's why she's with you. I don't know if she's blind, but she's with you.
There we are. Superstar Andreas. Thoughts of some more funny comments to make in the downtown Paphos Harbour. There we are. Luckily, I can afford to buy her a dress or two.
I don't know if she's blind, he said. Well, I know what he means, but this is Cypriot joke. Just leave it. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Andreas, that's why I'm saying if you give him the word, he'll say many words. Then he's making people laughing.
Yeah.
He's laughing the same.
He's a funny chap.
The
He
same
is
way
funny.
with you.
Always.
Yeah.
And he's exactly the same with you, by the way. He'll make fun of everything at the end of the day, and hopefully you go in there and have a great meal indeed. Now, it would appear that my great friend, the mini gangster Marinos, again is having another day off. Obviously, he's out buying shoes. This is the Pelican Restaurant. We can see it's about half full. That's the front of house, that's the rear of house. We're still early in the evening, by the way, if you understand. It's just that the nights are drawing in. That's Princess Addis in the background, giving orders. And of course, that's the boss himself, lighting a big cigar, especially for you. Especially if your name is Lord Derek Scully, if your name is Sir Martin, and of course, if your name is Sir Bernard, and you want to do a little bit of lardy-darring. Let's go and have a word with Addis to see what she's got to say. Yasu, Princess Addis, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah? Are you going to keep our table for us? Come to the boss.
Finish and come. Finish the video.
Where have you been for 2 days? I didn't see you.
We missed
show
you.
this
We were.
nice.
Oh, look at that. Let's have a look at that. Look at that food going. Let's go and see what we can steal off this place. Let's have a look at that. Now that's some food going in. Look at that. Whoa, look at that. I wouldn't mind putting my hand in there, that's for sure. I really would like to steal something, but I understand that that's someone's dinner, so we'll leave them at it. Let's go and see what Receiver the Booth and Addis have got to say.
So we haven't been here for a couple of days. Addis probably, no, definitely missed us, and we are just we are just explaining. I am explaining what sort of things we had to do. We were here, but you were not here, by the way. We've seen your boss yesterday, was it? But today we haven't been here until we arrive now. But later on I will come and see
Don't
you.
worry, Addis. We're coming to see you in 10 minutes or so. Downtown Kato Paphos Harbour area. The next restaurant on the block is this one over here. It's called the Bistro Gelal. We can see it's about half full. That's the most handsome man in the world. His name is Emmanuel. He's the man in charge. That is Princess Layla. And of course, she's one of the head waitresses. And that's Mr. George just over there. And they're all having a bit of a chit-chat. And of course, his job is to get you in. He's got great cheekbones. He is a very handsome man and he's a star. And then sneaking out the back is little Bruce. Yasu, you all right? You all right?
Good.
Have you been busy all day?
All day, not tonight.
Not tonight, but all day.
Gonna pick up.
Yeah, maybe. It's still early, remember? It's still early. And of course the hotels are still feeding people. That's little Bruce. This is probably the greatest fisherman in downtown Paphos. He likes to do a bit of fishing. Yasun Kumbaru. He's got a great fishing hand. He always goes fishing. That's little Bruce. Princess Layla. And of course that's Oching Rasibila Booth.
They are so busy today that we cannot actually... I know that there is something else going on over there. There's some new events, sort of panegyri that Cypriots call. It's like a festivals, and everybody sell his own products. So whether it's from village or the handmade things like we've seen in the summertime, it was 1st of June. And some other days, of course, it's going on. People are so busy from the restaurant because of this huge wave of
huge volume of people there is indeed. The next restaurant in the harbour is the biggest restaurant. Could be the best, there's no doubt about that. Lots of people choose sail at the castle, and this is it coming up. Look at that. It's pretty busy. I think if you want a table in there tonight, you're going to know more people than Marika and me to get them thrown out, that's for sure. It's packed to the rafters. So that tells you one thing, that it must be pretty good. That's the boss himself, Mr. Mike, in there, and he's having a chat with one of the Gumbarus to make sure that service is exceptional. Because Sail the Castle is one of the best restaurants, and if you want a great cocktail, this is where you've got to come. In the background is the cocktail bar, and in there is a man called the Priest. And he makes great daiquiris, especially if your name is Miss Michaela, all the way up in downtown Scotland. Receiver the booth?
They're so busy. The one is giving the dishes to another, go to such and such table, blah blah. The other one doesn't have, not allowed to ask any other word, because every minute is very powerful and very important for them. They have to return back to the kitchen and take a new order to bring it out. My God, this is what this area likes to be. This is how this area likes to be. Always busy. But of course, this is a weekend time. Eventually, it's...
Well, it's coming. It's a knocking on the corner. The last restaurant in this particular part of the harbour is called Stevies. And of course, it is a great sports venue. When those football games are on, we see in the background there's football playing, and there's people here choosing what cocktails they would like. And of course, on their front of house is that place over there. And again, well, there is a table on the front there that's free, but to be honest, there's a little 2-1 in the middle, but that's about it. So if you want a great table in Stevies with some great drinks and some great food, make sure that you get to chat to Mr. Ooh La 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 La, who's over there, by the way, and he's running around like crazy. You may have heard him shouting to us, he's waving to us, and of course he's a busy chap, because it's his job to make sure that this restaurant is packed to the rafters. On that note, I'm going to say to you, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter madness. And while you're at it, why not Google us, Marika and me, buy me a coffee, totally safe and secure, the Buy Me a Coffee platform, and it'll allow you to buy us a virtual coffee, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 day man. Thanks for those 10. Thank you very much indeed. And of course, we thank all the members that become superstar members. If your name's Lady Rachel, there's a Cheshire grinning man in your life called Sir Jason. We thank you. If your name is Sir Anthony and there's a girl in your life called Lady Christina, we thank you. The list goes on and on. If your name is Lord Julian and there's a beauty called Bridget, well, we thank you very much indeed.
You know, I wish I could remember all these members, family members, fair members of our channel, and all these people who we met, and still it's coming on time, meeting the people and bringing us to our hearts such a happiness that we can compare it only with flying on parasailing. By the way, parasailing, but I really would like to say how nice when people come in accosting us, when they saying we watched you, we're not biting. Don't make sure that you come into us, and if we bite you, then never accost us again. We would like to tell you many thanks in one word. many, many kisses and many, many hugs and loves from the bottom of our two hearts.
Thanks, Lady Kerry. Thanks, Sir Tony. Thanks to all the people that come and view us now and again. And of course, there's many, many superstars out there. This is the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour on a spectacality of an evening indeed. All that's missing is you. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. Sir Lee, Lady Vicky, thank you very, very much indeed. There's fishing going on in the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour, and Graceva LaBouffe is thinking about getting wet, especially for Sir John Ricey. Evil lady indeed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again very, very soon indeed.